Yo, rise and grind. Happy Tuesday. If you're watching this, you guessed it, you have another opportunity to change your life or someone else's. So we're going to jump right into it today. Today's topic is communication. And the reason I'm bringing it up is it's not a secret that my mother and I have a strained relationship. But what I think about after having some time to reflect is how often do we communicate and how often does perceived communication make things worse? See, the thing about communication is it's supposed to be two sides to this. Okay, you say something, I listen, I respond, vice versa. But most of the time in my life, people just say things. My mom just says things. Like, I hope you die and turn into a giraffe. I'm a witch. Like, okay, right? When that happens, we're not actually communicating. It's a one-sided thing. There's nothing to respond to. Yet, in her mind, she comes up with these ideas about me that aren't consistent. One, I hate her. No, I don't. I think it's pretty crazy when you send a random message about brothers turning into giraffes, okay? Two, that I don't want to talk to her. Also not factual. Talking to her would involve having a two-way conversation. That is not something that is happening or that has happened in the past. It's a one-sided conversation. Three, that I'm spiteful. No, I've changed. I don't hate anybody. Well, except for the 49ers and all the people on that team and the Patriots and all the people on that team. But I mean, outside of that, I don't really hate people, okay? I love people. So if she would communicate with me and get to know me for who I've turned into, not who I was, she would know that I have a pretty big heart and I forgive so much that it's probably detrimental to my own health. So I bring all this stuff up because I want you to think about something today. I want you to think about how many times in your personal and professional life you have let things get out of hand based on something you thought without ever having a real conversation. And this happens through text messages, emails, Facebook. Like, how many times have you been on Facebook and it's like one of your homies, like somebody that you were tight with, and they say something that you took out of context, and the next thing you know, there's a full-fledged knife fight happening in your head, right? Brothers be like, what do you want to do today, man? I want to go to the movies. Oh, cool, I don't care. You don't care? No, I said I don't care. Oh, you don't care? No, man, I'm good, whatever. Good with whatever? Well, where you want to meet? Oh, we can meet in front of the theater at 5. Bet. I'll be at that theater at 5. We're going to do this. And then you show up, and the one dude's got popcorn in his hands. And he's like, nice to see you, bud. And you're like, you have a freaking knife in your hand behind your back ready to fight someone because you misunderstood the message. That happens every single day. So today I want you to tighten it up. I want you to ask yourself, do you have a real issue or did you create one based on lack of communication? Because 99.9% of all things can be solved with a sit down. And parents, for you parents out there, understand the importance of teaching your children how to communicate effectively. Because if you don't, what happens is your kids don't know how to resolve conflict. That's what this is really about. Without proper communication, without discussing ideas, how can you resolve conflict? One of the things that I think I'm really good at over the years is talking people down that are mad or sitting down and hashing it out and taking care of business. As someone who wants to be a boss, who wants to run his own business, have his own company and be super successful, I can't do that if I'm not communicating effectively with my staff, co-workers. It just doesn't work. And it also is the same thing in family systems. Family systems don't work if you're not communicating properly. There has to be clear directives, right? I got serious really quick because it is important. It's important that you understand that as a parent, as a leader in your home, it is of utmost importance that you set an expectation for your children and the younger generations of people in your family. And if you're not doing that, then you're doing a disservice to your children and the people that follow you. Because you have to teach people to communicate. And nowadays, we do not teach how to communicate with others. We teach each other how to be angry and read half of the story and fight. Like, I just summed up politics in America. Could you imagine if Americans were capable of sitting down in having an intelligent, peaceful conversation, how much further we would be. And I have to bring this up because I don't believe everything that's going on in America is the president's fault. I don't believe everything in America has to do with just racism or classism or the LGBT community or the Me Too movement. I think all those things are valid, but I also think that most of these issues that we are conflicted about, most of these issues that we don't understand, could be handled if we just talked about it. Most people fear what they don't understand, and they don't understand it because they never communicated about the situation in the first place. It's easy to hate someone or something if you think that someone or something hates you too. But what if they don't? Like, think about it. I'm black, right? That's not a secret. Like, if I'm filming at my house and the video ain't right, you ain't gonna see me in it. I'm dark. Love being black, okay? But do you know how many white friends I have that show me nothing but love? Right? Do you know how many people I'm around that are different than I am? And we make it work every single day. So why can't we make it work on a bigger scale? Well, because the reality is the media and people and social media and lack of communication have us split. So if you want to be united again, if you want our country to be healed and whole again, then we have to sit down and have some tough conversations. But we can't do that if, one, you're not willing to listen, and two, no one's hearing what you have to say. So today your challenge is to be a better effective communicator, to be a better active listener, to be a better professional, a better parent, a better friend, a better sister or brother. All right? If you like what I have to say, share, hit the link up top, subscribe.